In the heart of a bustling Navy base under the stars and stripes, a cocky lieutenant thinks he can throw his weight around, until one swing changes everything. What happens when arrogance meets unbreakable resolve? Stick around, patriots, because this tale of justice served Navy SEAL style will have you cheering for the red, white, and blue. Hey, if you love your mom and dad, hit that subscribe button and show some love to her. Let's build this community together. Lieutenant Marcus Hale strode through the dimly lit corridors of Naval Station Norfolk, his uniform crisp and his ego inflated like a parade balloon. At 32, he'd climbed the ranks with a mix of charm and ruthlessness, always one step ahead in the game of military politics. Tonight, after a grueling day of drills, he headed to the officers' club for a drink, his mind buzzing with frustration from a botched exercise. That's when he spotted her, Sergeant Elena Vargas, a logistics specialist with a reputation for being unflinchingly efficient. Elena was no stranger to the base. At 28, she'd served tours in the Middle East, handling supply chains under fire with the precision of a surgeon. But to Marcus, she was just another enlisted grunt blocking his path to the bar. "Move it, Sergeant," Marcus barked, his voice laced with disdain. Elena, carrying a stack of reports, paused and looked up, her dark eyes steady. "Sir, I'm just heading to file these. Won't take a second." Her tone was respectful, but there was an edge, a quiet strength that Marcus misinterpreted as insubordination. In a flash of anger, fueled by too many hours without sleep and a bruised pride from earlier reprimands, he lashed out. His fist connected with her jaw in a sharp, unprovoked strike. Elena staggered back, pain exploding across her face, but she didn't fall. The club fell silent, glasses clinking to a halt as witnesses froze. Marcus smirked, expecting her to cower or report him through channels where his connections could bury it. "Learn your place," he muttered, turning away. But Elena straightened, wiping a trickle of blood from her lip. "You just made a big mistake, Lieutenant." Her voice was calm, almost pitying. Marcus laughed it off, grabbing his beer and dismissing the incident as a teaching moment. Little did he know, Elena wasn't just any sergeant. She was the daughter of Rear Admiral Victor Vargas, a legendary Navy SEAL who had led covert ops in the shadows of global hotspots for decades. Victor had trained Elena from childhood, instilling in her the unyielding discipline of a warrior, even if she chose a support role over the front lines. Word spread like wildfire through the base. By morning, Marcus was summoned to the Admiral's office. He entered with feigned confidence, saluting sharply. Admiral Vargas sat behind a massive oak desk, his face etched with the scars of battles won. "Lieutenant Hale, I hear you had an altercation last night." Marcus downplayed it, "Just a minor disciplinary action, sir." She was out of line. The Admiral's eyes narrowed. "That, she is my daughter. And you've just crossed a line you can't uncross." Marcus's stomach dropped. A twist of fate, he had no idea. But the Admiral wasn't done. "You think striking a subordinate is power? Let me show you what real power looks like." Victor Vargas wasn't one for bureaucracy, he believed in lessons that stuck. He arranged for Marcus to volunteer for a special training exercise with a SEAL team, his old unit, now led by comrades who knew Elena well. Marcus, thinking it was a slap on the wrist, agreed, unaware of the storm brewing. The training grounds were a brutal expanse of Virginia swampland, where SEALs honed their edge. Marcus arrived at dawn, geared up in fatigues, mocking the tough guy routine. The team leader, Chief Petty Officer Ramirez, a hulking figure with tattoos from Fallujah, greeted him with a grin that didn't reach his eyes. "Welcome to hell, Lieutenant. Let's see what you're made of." The first drill, a 10-mile ruck march with 80-pound packs. Marcus struggled, his office-softened body protesting every step. But that was just the warm-up. As the day wore on, the twists escalated. During hand-to-hand combat simulations, Ramirez paired Marcus with a rookie, who turned out to be Elena herself, cleared for light duty despite her bruised jaw. She moved like lightning, disarming him in seconds with a seal-taught takedown that left him gasping on the mat. "That's for underestimating me," she whispered. Marcus's humiliation deepened when he learned the entire team had been briefed on his assault. They pushed him through water survival drills, where he nearly drowned in simulated interrogations, forcing him to confront his fragility. But the real drama unfolded that night. Under the cover of darkness, the team staged a mock extraction. Marcus was captured and blindfolded, dragged through mud and thorns. Panic set in as he heard whispers, "This is what happens when you hurt one of our own." It was psychological warfare, straight from the SEAL playbook. When the blindfold came off, he faced Admiral Vargas in the debrief tent. "You struck my daughter, thinking there'd be no consequences. But SEALs protect their family. Consider this your wake-up call." Marcus begged for mercy, his arrogance shattered. Yet another twist, Elena stepped forward, not for revenge, but for justice. "I don't want you broken, Lieutenant. I want you better." She revealed she'd recorded the incident on her body cam, a standard issue she'd activated instinctively. The evidence was ironclad, but instead of court-martial, she proposed a deal. Marcus would undergo sensitivity training, apologize publicly, and mentor at-risk recruits. The Admiral agreed, but with a caveat: Marcus would shadow Elena for a month, learning the grit of logistics under fire. Weeks passed, and Marcus transformed. The twists kept coming. During a joint exercise, a real threat emerged. A simulated but realistic insider attack. On the base. Marcus, now humbled, spotted the anomaly in supply logs that Elena had taught him to scrutinize. His alert prevented a potential disaster, earning him respect from the SEALs. But the ultimate revelation hit when Elena confessed her secret. She wasn't just the Admiral's daughter, she had SEAL training herself, having completed the grueling pipeline in secret before opting for a covert role to protect her identity. "I could have ended you that night," she said, "but that's not what warriors do." Marcus's redemption arc peaked at a base ceremony. Standing before his peers, he apologized to Elena, his voice steady. "I learned too late what a Navy SEAL can really do, not just fight, but forgive and forge ahead." The Admiral pinned a commendation on him, a symbol of growth. Elena, jaw healed and spirit unbroken, nodded approval. The base erupted in applause, a testament to resilience and accountability. In the end, Marcus became an advocate for anti-harassment policies, his story a cautionary tale whispered in barracks. Elena rose in ranks, her quiet strength inspiring a new generation. And the lieutenant? He never forgot the punch that backfired, teaching him that true power lies in restraint, not rage. What about you? Drop a comment below. From which part of the country are you watching this video?